Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe.
I want to ask you about, somebody mentioned CM Punk earlier on. I know you guys are really good friends, and I wondered when you came out on Raw in Chicago in March 2014, and everybody wondered was CM Punk going to come back or not, and you came out to his music and cut the promo. Was that difficult for you to do?
No. No. Because I knew I had an opportunity to do something that no one else could do. You know, here's the humble part of this business. The humble part of this business. Did Punk know? No. I'll tell you how that happened. Yeah. Vince McMahon did not know about the fact that there was a move to quote-unquote hijack Monday Night Raw. And the entire show was laid out, just including a Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman promo. And about 90 minutes before the show went on the air, I went to Vince and I said, are you aware of what we're facing here just weeks before WrestleMania? And I showed him on my phone just a sampling of what we were about to face on that show. That it was the determination of a very passionate crowd in a very passionate city to take over that show and heckle the show for 3 full hours chanting the name CM Punk. Yeah. Now, Punk and I have seen this industry in very similar ways for a long time. The industry moves forward without you. The industry moved forward without Bruno Sammartino. The industry moved forward without Bob Backlund. The industry moved forward without Hulk Hogan. The industry moved forward without Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. The industry, hey, in the past year, John Cena, who, I mean, has pulled this wagon, has been the man in WWE for 15 years. John Cena made fewer appearances than he ever has on any given year that he has since 2002. Company moves on. Company was going to move on without Brock Lesnar. Company's going to move on without Paul Heyman. Company's going to move on without Roman Reigns. And guess what? Company's going to move on one day without Vince McMahon. It just is. And if it doesn't move forward, then what have we built? We built something that means nothing, because if it revolves around one person being involved, we're screwed. If that person goes down, then the whole thing's screwed. Then we're all not going to come and meet together again, maybe, I don't know, in Brooklyn in August for SummerSlam, or next year WrestleMania in New Jersey. We all get together again and do something wild and crazy like this. It can't revolve around one person. So Punk was gone, and the audience was going to hijack the show. And I said, hey, our object is to promote Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. Well, last year, CM Punk lost to The Undertaker. And that was the beginning of the downward spiral of CM Punk and Paul Heyman, because it all fell apart after that. And I'm going to blame it all on the fans, because they took Punk away from me. And you know who I blame besides the fan? I blame The Undertaker. And I'm going to teach The Undertaker a lesson. How? Because since he led the fans at taking Punk away from me, being the asshole that I am, I'm going to take the streak away from him. And how do I take the streak away from him? Brock Lesnar. So how do I set it up? That's right, because I'm an asshole. Not as much as you are for yelling that out, but I am an asshole. So I said, let me fuck with them. I just want to go out there and fuck with them. God damn it, man, what are you going to say? I don't know. But I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to lure them in. I'm going to turn completely babyface. I'm on their side. Oh, my God, I wish CM Punk was... God damn it! You're going to say CM Punk, you wish he was here tonight? Yeah. Yeah, because I do. Because I do wish he was here tonight. And you want to know something? This guy, when he's out there, blames The Undertaker for Punk not being here. And I'm going to take that streak away from The Undertaker. And I just said, just give me 15 minutes. Just let me go out there. Let me lure them in. And let me take it away from them. And believe me, they'll stop trolling. They won't hijack this show, because they'll get all their CM Punk chants out, and then they'll pay attention to the WrestleMania matches that we're promoting. I considered it a challenge. I like to be challenged. I like for someone to come up and do better promos than me, because it challenges me to do better promos. Now, Brock Lesnar would like to fight someone that can give him a legitimate fight in this world. That's why he wants to go back to UFC. I want to take on someone that can compete with me on this mic. I do. I want to take on an audience that doesn't make it easy for me. I want to see what I can be challenged and how good I can be, because my desire has been, since the day I got into this business, to be the best ever. I don't look around going, I'm the best ever. But in my heart, I feel that I am, but I want to know that I am. And I want to push myself to a limit to say, you know what? I'm pretty humble. I know my flaws as a human being. I know the mistakes that I've made, but not one motherfucker back there could have done what I did tonight. And so when I went out there and I lured in that crowd and I just spoke to them, it wasn't, ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is not here tonight. I talked to them. I came out in the first segment of Raw, which used to be high energy, and I just talked to them. And I lured them in. And I lured them in. And I spoke softly so that they leaned in to listen. And once I had them, I stuck it right up their ass. And when I did, I knew I had them. And when they're sitting there going, fuck you, is when I said, Brock Lesnar. And out comes Brock Lesnar, and those people were willing to pay to see The Undertaker kick Brock Lesnar's ass because of what we did. And they stopped thinking about CM Punk, who simply wasn't around for us to make money with anymore.
And I don't know if you guys are aware of this, tomorrow night Paul Heyman is going to be inducting Goldberg into the Hall of Fame. And I want to ask you about that because I was in a bar in Glasgow and we have to watch pay-per-view at 4 in the fucking morning. But anyway, so we're sitting there and it's like 3:45 and everyone's like, okay, Brock Lesnar and Goldberg, okay. And Goldberg beats him in 86 seconds. And it was a pretty shocking moment in WWE, and Brock Lesnar certainly hasn't let people do that to him. There was rumours online that it was going to be a one and done. Brock Lesnar was going to beat Goldberg, he was going to go. But Goldberg said in an interview with me last week that you have to be the man to induct him because of how much you've helped, especially in that last run. Can you elaborate on why that run was such a great run for Goldberg?
We get it.
Great question.
It was a great question. No, I'll try to give a halfway decent answer. I'm not. If you think I'm knocking Dean Ambrose here, I'm not. Okay, I'm not. Did you like Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar? No. Would it have been credible for Dean Ambrose to beat Brock Lesnar in 90 seconds? No. Okay. Was there anybody else that Brock Lesnar stepped into the ring with during this run since 2012 that you would have watched and said after a 90-second match, oh my God, I can't believe I saw, what the fuck happened? Oh my God, that was amazing! And then come back to even bigger box office after that. Anybody? Anybody? No. But Goldberg. Who? You know what? I gotta be honest. I respectfully disagree with you, and I'll tell you why. I wouldn't want to see Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar for 90 seconds. I'd want to see Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar for 90 minutes. I wish we had the opportunity to work with Joe a year earlier. It would have been such a different story because everything in the past year has been the build to this year's WrestleMania. If we had a chance to work with Samoa Joe 2 years ago, oh my God. Those would have been 25, 30-minute bloodbaths that just would have completely changed the perplexion of a PG product. I love Samoa Joe. I think he is one of the foremost talents in WWE today. I can't wait to see what he is. So, we go back to this. Now, okay, there's Braun Strowman, and you know, and on shock value, we could do that with Braun Strowman, but where do you go from there? But the story of this Clint Eastwood-like aging gunslinger that comes back for one more fight, that comes back because his wife and his son have never seen him do his thing better than anybody else. That his son has never heard a stadium filled with people chant his own last name that he will carry on to his children and their children after him. That his family had never gotten a chance to just experience that whole Goldberg electricity, that whole Goldberg phenomenon, just that whole Goldberg experience. So now the aging gunslinger comes back. at 50 years old. A little bit lighter, a little bit worse for wear, nursing a few injuries, still looks like a fucking killer, doesn't he? And he comes in and he goes, Brock Lesnar, I don't know if you're next, but you're last. And he looks in that camera and he gets that Goldberg thing going, and you go, holy shit, he's gonna kick Brock Lesnar's ass. And there's not a lot of people that you could watch. Again, I don't knock Dean Ambrose. Can't watch Dean Ambrose and think he's gonna kick Brock Lesnar's ass. Can't look at Seth. I love Seth Rollins' work. Don't think I'm knocking Seth Rollins. I pitched a scenario a few years ago where I would get to work with Seth Rollins. Didn't pan out. Love Seth Rollins, but you're gonna believe him kicking Brock Lesnar's ass? I think Finn Balor is one of the most magnificent workers on the face of the planet. Could he push Brock Lesnar in a 30-minute match? Yes, but can he kick Brock Lesnar's ass in 90 seconds? Not credibly. I mean, you know, we go down the list. AJ Styles. I love the Brock Lesnar AJ Styles match. But can AJ Styles beat Brock Lesnar in 90 seconds with that shock value? We had a shock value involved. And here comes Goldberg. Here comes Clint Eastwood. Coming back for one more fight. And you know what's one more fight? You go, he's going to get his ass kicked by Brock Lesnar. But man, I would really love to see Goldberg come back and this whole, again, like Terry Funk did, this whole comeback story. One last run, one last moment, one last spear, one last jackhammer, one last ass kicking. And Goldberg spears Brock Lesnar out of his boots. And you go, whoa, this match started fast. And he hits a second spear. And you go, holy shit, this is going down really fast. Where are they going from here? And Goldberg takes that step back, and you go, holy shit, he's setting up the Lesnar's going to kick out of the jackhammer. No way, Lesnar's getting beat in 86 seconds. Jackhammer, 1, 2, 3. And you sat there and went, that fucking Goldberg is the man. And we brought it back at WrestleMania. We made you wait all the way to WrestleMania to see it happen again. That's box office. Credibility matched with authenticity, with characters you can relate to, and believe in, to where you sit there and you say, I believe in this, I want to see it, I'll pay to see it, and when it's over, they deliver, and I loved their WrestleMania match last year. I think they delivered. I know they delivered. So, I loved working with Bill Goldberg. I think he is one of the greatest personas in this industry. Boy, I wish we had him in ECW. Oh my God. You know, the whole concept, by the way, remember, we were doing the Goldberg routine with 911 back in 1993 and 1994. So, I loved working with Bill, and as a family man, if you're a father in this audience, we can all aspire to be half the father that Bill Goldberg is to his son.